So, 11th Dimension is the second album by the Ski Master Slump God, which actually surprised me because I, honest to God, forgot that he dropped that other project, which was a mixtape. And I literally just had the name of it in my head, and now that I'm starting to talk about it, I've completely forgot about it. But to be honest, that kind of goes to show the quality of the mixtape. I found it kind of forgettable, but keep in mind, I'm not necessarily the biggest of Ski Master Slump God fans in the first place. I mean, don't get me wrong, I enjoy his music, I like his music, I like certain songs, but I've never been a person that has always been like a just a really big Ski Mask fan. He kind of came up back with like that SoundCloud ignorant sound, and he has managed to kind of dig his own fan base and dig his own little. He's like one of the more successful rappers out of that era, I would say. Although he hasn't dropped a full studio album in 5 years, and I feel like that mixtape came out like a year ago, over a year ago. That might be completely wrong. It might have been 2 years. I don't know. Time flies, really. But honestly, off of first listen for this album, I found it really fun. I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain. I didn't really have expectations for it at all. I thought I could go into it and it could be bad. I could go into it and it can be good. I don't know. Ski Mask is always like a 50-50 rapper to me. But yeah, this was a really fun listen. What's something that surprised me is I didn't listen to the singles for this album, but I'm glad I didn't because they're like the couple of the worst songs on the project in my opinion. The beats on which one is it? I'm pretty sure it's Headaches. Is it Headaches? Honestly, it might not be Headaches. I think it's Headaches. Yeah, nor the electric guitar. It definitely, like, the production sounded really good, but it sounded like more of a modern, like, rage sound that he was trying to do, and I really wasn't messing with it. And I was like, if the whole album is like that, this is not going to be a fun listen whatsoever. But it wasn't. It actually wasn't. That's like the only two songs where he really does that. I mean, the rest of the beats are really fun. Like, there is a lot of really fun production. I don't know if I would consider this album better than Stokely. It's been a long time since I've listened to Stokely. I'd have to re-listen to it again probably. I don't think any of these songs are as fun or as good as like a song like Faucet Failure. I don't really know if any of them is better than Nuketown, but I also wasn't the biggest fan of Nuketown when I first listened to it. I haven't heard it in a really long time. But actually, yeah, there's probably some songs. Like, I think Jump is better than Nuketown. But anyway, like I said, singles definitely not good teasers. I'm glad I didn't listen to those because those would have definitely turned me on. Off. Oh my god, turned me off. My bad. The album is a little long, and something else that I noticed is kind of like a little quick to be talking about this. The outro came out of complete left field. Like, I feel like it was a really weird way to exit an album like this with a song like this. I'm not saying it was bad. Actually, I didn't really like it. It definitely wasn't my taste. I don't know if there's like a big group of people that like Ski Mask singing. I don't know if all his diehard fans love Ski Mask singing. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't think he can sing whatsoever. I hate his singing and I don't like listening to it. So with an outro like that, it kind of ended on a bad note for me. But the rest of the album is good. Really fun lines, great flows with rhyme schemes. Ski Mask can rap. Like, he has amazing flows. He rides beats like a boat on water. It's really nice. It's kind of cool listening to it. Tuck Tuck, Jump, Full Moon, Part of the Sea are great highlights. Dragon Tooth's pretty good. I do think this album could have maybe been a little more assisted by features, but also Ski Mask is like kind of weird where he doesn't collab much. I kind of want to see him collaborate with other rappers. The Juice WRLD collab on here definitely reminded me of back when like Juice was alive and they were dropping music like this all the time. But to be honest with you, that wasn't really my taste, so I wasn't the biggest fan of it. I do think it's cool. See, this is a good use of a Juice WRLD feature and an X feature, in my opinion. It's not even like X rapping, it's just an interlude. Because he was actually friends with both of those rappers. So I can definitely understand the use of it because, I mean, he was your friend. He probably liked the song too. Y'all probably bumped it and y'all just never dropped it until now. Definitely understandable, and if I was in his shoes, I'd probably do the same thing. The Skillabang feature, like, sucks nuts. I don't even know if I'm saying his name right, but it's bad. It's really bad. It kind of ruins the song, but I don't really like Ski Mask on the song either. I mean, he's not bad, but it's nothing great. I like the switch up after the Jaw interlude, but like I said, Ski can't sing, so if it would have switched to maybe him not singing, but to maybe a different sort of sound than he was doing before the first songs, it would have been a lot better. But I do like this album. Like I said, it's a little long, but it's kind of impressive that in 21 songs, I don't really think any of them sound the same. Like I can tell you what most of like the songs, not most of them, I shouldn't say that. I can tell you what my favorite songs sounded like. Like Part of the Sea, I can play the beat in my head. Jump is definitely a really unique, fun one. I'd honestly probably say Jump is the best song on the album. That or Full Moon. It would have, like I said, it would have been nice to hear him with other people. I would love to hear him with like Lucky. I know that sounds really weird, or like Lil Yachty, like a Detroit. I know Lil Yachty's not a Detroit rapper, but I'd like to see him with a Detroit rapper. I don't know why I think that would sound good. It sounds good in my head. I don't know. I think that'd be fun. I want to see how he would sound on others, like on other people's music. I want to see him bounce off of other people. I think that'd be cool to see. I do think I've never been a fan of like his ad libs. Never. I've never been a fan of it. The only time there is a way to utilize them, and he utilizes them the good on like some parts of this album, but they definitely can get annoying, especially 21 songs of straight yeah or a. Like it gets annoying. It gets annoying very quickly for me. If he's using them in a good way, like Faucet Failure, like a perfect example. I think the ad libs in that song are used pretty perfectly. They're used like to enunciate lines and to just, I don't know, gives like stretches out the fun vibe that the album has, or that the song has. But here I don't think they're utilized as well, and they get annoying. Honestly, that's kind of what I'm trying to say here. The gist of it, they get annoying. Certain songs, and maybe like I said, the ad libs in certain songs, when I'm not listening to this album in one long stretch and I'm listening to it like certain songs from the album, they might not sound annoying, and they might actually like legitimately sound better, and I might enjoy the songs more, and they don't sound as annoying. But I don't know. I've never been a fan of his ad libs like that, so it's kind of hard for me to say anything. But the production, like I said, production was a big highlight. I think the production is really nice on this album, and it works really well with Ski Mask, and he flows over it. Overall, I want to give it like a 7. I feel like I said a lot of negative things about it, but it's really hard to like. It's just fun, and it's hard to explain that. Like the fun rhyme schemes, I didn't talk about that enough. The fun rhyme schemes, fun lines. He's flowing. Like flow switches all over the place. It's nice. It's fun. It keeps you on your toes. Like, how's he gonna say this? How's he gonna say that? What's he gonna rhyme with ambidextrous? You know what I'm saying? Or like that's a good example. Like just certain rhyme schemes like that I always find enjoyable. Especially whenever they're fast and they're not like in a lyrical sense. That's not me saying I don't like lyrical music. That's not what I mean. I just mean like when it comes to like rapping like this, I think it just doesn't sound as good if he was trying to be lyrical with it. But he's fun, and you don't go to Ski Mask the Slump God for lyrical content. So there's nothing really to say. I did kind of notice he used a couple of the lines, like the same variation of them again on another song, but I don't really find that big of a problem with that when it comes to a rapper like Ski Mask, because if a word doesn't have that many words to rhyme with, sometimes you gotta throw in another line. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, 7 out of 10 sounds right. Honestly, I really like it. I will listen to it more.